Okay, so for the next video for the series, is it a series now? So for the next video, it's going to be starting after Puerto Rico. So when I returned from Puerto Rico, I had lost some weight on vacation. It was like a pound or something, but the number was 251.6 pounds. And then I'm going to give it an update from that date all the way up to when I meet my dietitian. And then the next video will be talking about what my dietitian taught me and how I eat now based off of that appointment. So up until February 19, 234.4 pounds is what I weighed. So within that month and 7 days, 17.2 pounds I lost after Puerto Rico. So eating after Puerto Rico, after 3 months to 4 months, I started cooking more at home and packing my lunch. So I started trying wraps. I would try other protein meats like salmon, the colied rice, the mashed cauliflower that's like to be like potatoes, mashed potatoes. When I got a sweet tooth, this is when I started to get like a sweet tooth again. I would do tea, and this might be a Baltimore thing. I've never seen it done anywhere else, and when I shared this post on Instagram, people were like, oh, I never saw that before. So anyways, it's just hot tea and then creamer and then a little bit of sugar, so it tastes like a sweet hot milky drink, I guess. I guess it's, but I would do sugar-free vanilla creamer and some hot tea and a little bit of stevia, and that really hit the spot. Plus it counted as water intake because it was under 15 calories and it was water-based. So I started gymming a lot at this point. I think what happened is after Puerto Rico, there were some points where I was like unhappy with my body because wearing the shorts, I felt like, so while losing the weight, I felt like everything was getting smaller except my belly. It was getting smaller, but the thing is my body shape was staying the same. So as everything else was getting smaller, along with my belly a little bit, the belly was still bigger than the other parts of my body. So in Puerto Rico, like on the days where I was wearing, I felt comfortable in the dresses because of the way they were cut. It was A-line and it wasn't tight on my belly, but like wearing shorts and like a hanging shirt and then walking and the wind's blowing, like the wind is blowing and making the fabric hug my belly. So I got a little down one day and I was like, well, these people don't know that I've already lost X amount of weight, like 50, 60 pounds, whatever it was at that point. And I just feel fat. And my husband's like, no, you look fine, you know. So after that, I was like, I need to fucking work out. Like, I can't just talk about the shit and expect it to be magic, you know? Which I think at that point I kind of was, because the weight was just falling off. So I had been a little bit lazy. I definitely think I was a little bit lazy. So I came home and I was gymming more, and I would get to work at 7 and then get off at 2 and head right to the gym. So I was doing that and I was feeling good about that. So along with that, I wanted to eat better because, I don't know, I guess it just goes hand in hand, right? You're doing something for your body and you also want to contribute to the diet part of it, right? My phone's going to fall like it always does. I started doing the Gen Pro in Diet Snapple because I couldn't taste it at all in the Diet Snapple to get my 30 grams of protein in and sipping that in the morning at work. At this point, I no longer had the boot. So right before, like 2 weeks before Puerto Rico, I no longer had the boot. So that was a relief as far as like being more active and wanting to do the things that I wanted to do activity-wise. I also found a vegan protein shake. They were expensive, but I started making more of an effort to try to get my protein in, because I knew that would be, it's always important. In the back of my head, I always knew that was important. So, and building muscle, like you're going to be working out and it's kind of pointless if you're not going to give your body what it needs to repair itself or to build the muscle. So vegan protein shake, and I'll insert pictures of this stuff. Shrimp with cauli mash. Now the shrimp, I found that seafood sat so amazing on my belly because it's a very lean meat. Now the salmon, not so much, because the salmon is high in fat. So the salmon, I tried it once and I was like, not too much. But scallops and shrimp, those two, I love those. And I could actually eat the serving, the 3 ounces, the 4 ounces, to get to the protein goal with that too. So I was excited about that. So around this time is like when I started incorporating the meal at nighttime and doing the shakes during the day, and then also incorporating bars as well. And around this time is when I also started taking like packed lunch pictures, because this is when Corona started to worry people. I think I was a little bit worried before other people were worried. So at that point I was like not trying to be in the break room around people to like heat up any leftovers or anything like that, because I've packed up buffalo chicken dip and I would have to go heat it in the break room. So like I said, it started to instill good habits. Salads, I started making my own salads. I would find at Giant grocery store, they had Walden Farms, and they make calorie-free, fat-free, sugar-free, carb-free items, and it's dressing or like syrups, or you know, it's something like that, but stuff that you pour on foods. So salad dressing, I found that, and I was like, oh, I could have yummy salads with dressing and it not be bad for you. Electrolyte, I started drinking that. It's from 7-Eleven. It's like Pedialyte, to avoid being dehydrated, because going to the gym, I was going a lot and I was like struggling with that. And then I would have a week where I couldn't go for like a couple days, and it would like throw me off. I'd get upset and a little depressed about it, because I would want to go, but my body was, I didn't want to be hospitalized because of the dehydration factor. So yeah, that helped me. The protein 2Os, I found them at Aldi's, so I gave those a try and they were really good. So that was helping get my protein in. When I did order out, at this time that was very few in between, but when I did order out, I would do the Taco Bell, the Power Menu Bowl with no rice. And it's basically like chicken with the vegetables, some guac, beans. And I love that. That was like, oh, I'm cheating kind of, you know? Hard-boiled eggs, I would, if I went to the gas station, if I didn't pack, there's hard-boiled eggs I could just chop up. And if I wanted to make an egg salad, I could do a little bit of mayonnaise and mustard type thing. Sometimes after the gym on a Friday, I would get Jersey Mike's and I would get a chicken cheesesteak in a bowl. I've had that twice. I liked Cobb salads. I did like pork rinds and turkey avocado. If you start to notice a pattern, I was getting ideas from keto recipes and then making them low fat so that I wouldn't dump. So the keto recipes was really fun because it was real foods, it was tasty foods, and I could just adjust it to what my needs were. Yogurt with granola, that was yummy. An avocado shrimp bowl, I got it from this restaurant and that was amazing. I would make my own crab salad. I was still doing smoothies with GenPro as well to meet my protein goal. Wendy's, I've had the Wendy's taco salad. I was craving the chili and I would get that and pour it on the salad. So sausage, rice, and cucumber, and those little sausage slices, a little bit of white rice and the cucumbers. It's an amazing combination. And then a pickle sandwich, and that was a keto idea. It was literally a cheese slice with the tuna and a pickle in there. So I'll insert the pictures of that then. So it was a lot of progress. I did much better. I didn't even know how I was eating before, but me looking back on it now and reading it to you guys and doing the video, I'm like, wow, okay, I really jumped. That's what I needed. I need to go on vacation and be like, bitch, you're not snatched. Stop, and focus. And it worked. So go on vacation at 3 months if you're unmotivated, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm still uncomfortable in my body a little bit. I want to be at it further along. You got that. Then I discovered smoothies. I started adding the Too Good yogurt to those, and the Too Good, it's low carb. It's like 2 grams carbs in those. which at that time I was kind of like counting carbs because I hadn't met with my dietitian yet. So I would add a smoothie and some GenPro, and I would do like a 42-gram smoothie, and it would be delicious. I was doing a peanut butter, sugar-free chocolate syrup, banana, and GenPro. That was yummy. Chicken apple sausage, the ground chicken. So it's ground chicken in that sausage, I guess. It looks like a sausage, but that was really good and sat okay. And then I discovered the Equate shakes, and the Equate shakes were helping me also during lunch. I'd pack those for my lunch or keep them at work and then pour over ice. And that really helped me a lot too. That was like the first time I started really getting back into protein shakes that weren't the muscle milks, the smoothies that I was doing. I also like the triple Oinko's 000, because a 3/4 of a cup was 17 grams of protein, and the yogurt just sat really nice on my stomach. So I just really started to figure out what felt good when I ate it, and I was trying to get it from food, so I realized the leaner and lighter things I could eat more of to get to that protein goal. And then I was still substituting with the GenPro as well, or with the protein shakes. Yeah. So that's basically all the food, and I'll insert that. And that's what it was between month 3 and month 4. And then I started doing home workouts also. I was doing home workouts in the gym, just really trying to find my groove, but I was definitely making more of an effort to be active. Since that boot was gone, I was ready to go for real. And then I also discovered the core powers, and that really changed my game too, because those were delicious to me. They just taste like chocolate milk, 22 grams of protein, 5 grams of sugar. You're rocking out, man. Those, I was recommending those a lot on my page when I discovered those, because everything was so gross to me. So yeah, I was really proud of this month, between month 3 and 4, and how that went. Now the next video, I'm gonna go over how I count my food groups, what the dietitian taught me, how you never have to count calories ever again if you count your food groups. And it just made life really, really easy. Plus it gave me a lot of energy, because she looked through my food diary and she realized that I wasn't even getting my grains and starches I needed as energy. So she helped me with a lot of perspective, and that's when probably more yummy things started appearing on Instagram, because I realized you could have all this yummy food and it be good to your body and still lose weight. So I'm currently ahead of schedule. I'll also talk about the chart that I can make for you and show you, and it's basically based off your excess weight and the BMI chart, and how the surgery works, because each month a percentage off the surgery, a percentage each month is what you'll lose. So at 9 months, I was estimated to lose 99 pounds at 9 months, and I'm 8 months at 102 pounds lost already. Now I haven't weighed myself this week, so it could be less, but that's what we're going with right now. So I'll be discussing the charts, the food groups, and the way of eating, how to never ever count calories again, all in the next video. So yeah, catching up with you guys. Talk to you.